Hi friends, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. Today is, well, what is today? I don't even know. May 5th. Ooh, happy Cinco de Mayo. So let's get into the May budget. I'm also going to share our, what am I going to share? Oh, our debt and our debt totals and our goals for the month of May. If you've been around, and a lot of you have, you know that my husband lost his job at the beginning of January, and then he started working again just less than a month ago. So he was without a income for 3 months, and we've just kind of been making it work. Well, now that he's starting to get paid, like, I'm trying to catch us up on several things and things like that. So this is May. I already started putting stickers down, so just kind of ignore that. So anyways, last night we sat down and we talked about our money and just, you know, touched base on what our main goals are, and kind of what path we want to take to get there. And that's something I really recommend to do. For the most part, well, not for the most part, Yureli handle our money, but my husband and I, we talk about our goals all the time. We talk about what we want our future to look like, what, you know, where we want to be, and all of that. We talk about it all the time, and we are on the same page on those things. And because of that, he trusts me, I guess, to handle our finances, because we know that we are in sync with what our goals are, with what we want our long-term big goals to be. So but every once in a while I just like to make sure that he, you know, that we are on the same page, that we know what our sinking funds are, that we set goals and all of that for those. So that's what we did last night. It was we ended up talking about it for a really long time. So I remember I had this little sticker, so I would just set that down. So okay, so this is the month of May. I like to pay our bills at the beginning of the month. There are only a few that are on auto withdrawal, and those are taken out later. So like Wi-Fi, the gym membership, Cricket is paid later, and then my Weight Watchers and life insurance, those are taken out at a different time. But everything else, I've had it scheduled to have it taken out at the beginning of the month, and or I physically pay those things at the beginning of the month. So throughout the month of May, when I'm doing our budget weekly, I am putting money away for our June bills. So I hope that makes sense. So that's what this looks like. So when I do my budget, I don't set down bill due stickers, because like I say, I just have one checklist like this with all of our bills, and I just check them off as I pay them or as they are withdrawn from our account. These here are the numbers for May, and like I say, I already have the money saved up to pay these, so that those are taken care of. So yeah, so let's just do this while we are here. So for May, and I know I'm kind of behind with this, I usually like to do our budget before the month starts, but I've just kind of been a little unmotivated, uninspired, whatever you want to say, because of the lack of funds. And I think a lot of you can understand where I am coming from. So, oh, Yureli, I'm subtracting. Why did nobody tell me? Okay, 1, 2. Alrighty, so if I did that correctly, let me just double check. Alrighty, so for the month of May, I needed $1,891 just to pay. These are just our fixed bills, okay? And then let me show you how I did in the month of April. This is usually what kind of the budget looks like. Here's our bills. Here are the cash envelopes that I like to stuff on a weekly basis. As far as our sinking funds, I have the ones that are more revolving and or we dip into them more often. or could potentially dip into them more often, are these ones here, which are medical, car maintenance, church, Costco, holidays, and birthday/gifts. And then for our longer term sinking funds, the ones that are like once a year or we are saving up for something specific are here. So Christmas, my husband and my anniversary, legal, yeah, that is coming up soon. And some of these we're actually getting rid of. So this is what my husband and I were talking about yesterday. I just haven't, and some of them are changing. So like travel is going away. Moving may or may not stay. I'm not sure yet. Wedding is my brother's wedding that's happening later this year that we still need to save some money for because we are traveling to that. And memberships. And then my son's birthday is coming up in a few months. And so, you know, things like that we're saving up for. And then these are like our main, more of our savings. So emergency travel, my husband is from a different country, so if something were to happen back in his home country and he needed to travel there, we'll have a fund separate for that. I want to fully fund our emergency fund. Like that's, after, you know, the past several months, that's become extra important to me to fully fund our emergency fund. And of course, our main one is to save for our house. So this is kind of what it looks like normally. Right now, I'm not going to go through because I need to touch base with my husband again, and because we talked numbers and all of that. So I'll fill that in at a later date. So that is our month. We get paid on Fridays, so there is that. This kit is from Lupita Sticky Shop. If you are interested, oh my gosh, I hope you've been able to see this whole time. If you're interested in monthly kits like this one, I will have Lupita's shop linked down below. She did give me a coupon code to share with you guys. That's a one-time use code, and it's just She Has Cash and Plans. I like my stickers from her a lot. They're great. So I will have her linked down below for that. I already bought my kit for June. So anyways, so there's that. I do have a video. I will have it linked down in the comments below of me setting up my monthly budget on my other channel. So okay, here we go. For debt, I don't think I've ever really shared our debt with you guys, so this is the first. Okay, so for our debt, we have two debts. We have our medical/hospital bills from when I had my baby, and then we have a car loan. So that's it. Those are the two debts that we have. Our hospital bill is $3,920. That's awful. And 34 cents. And then on my car, we owe $4,521.70 for a total of $8,442.04. That is our total debt as of the beginning of May. So there's that. And with that being said, we do have some goals this month, and one of our goals is to pay off this medical bill. If you listen to Dave Ramsey, you have probably heard like going into stork mode when you find out that you are expecting a baby, which means you pause your baby steps and you just put money away to be able to cover you know, anything that may or may not happen when you give birth to your baby. So that is what we did while I was pregnant. We just kind of paused saving for our house. We paused paying extra on things. We put money away for this huge upcoming expense, right? I do have medical insurance, but the deductible was quite high. I did try to pay all of our medical bills as they were coming in, but as they got closer to you know, having the baby, then I just kept putting money away. Well, actually, bills stopped coming because I wasn't getting billed all of the time for everything. I didn't have like a lot of bills coming in, but then after I had him, then we started getting all of the hospital bills and all of that. And I called the hospital. They set us up on a payment plan. They didn't. I asked if we would have gotten a discount, you know, if I paid it all, and they said no. So I just asked for a payment plan. So we do have some money set aside, but we don't have the full amount. We will have the full amount in a couple weeks. So I am excited to be able to pay that off later this month. So anyway, that is, I don't even know what I started to say, but that's what we have money set aside for that, because when I was pregnant, we were putting money away for it. So we're just a little bit short of that. So as far as goals for the month of May, I want to track all expenses. Okay, I sucked in the month of April. This is what I looked like. My goal was no planner spend, and I did 27 days, so that's good. But then when I spent, I really spent. So anyway, I want to get back into it and track expenses for the month of May, just to see how we are doing, especially after the conversation my husband and I had last night. You know, because he's not the one looking at all of our numbers, he's not really paying attention when we go out and spend money. He's just like, whatever, you know. So last night, his eyes were open. He was enlightened as to where our trouble areas are. So I want to make sure that I'm tracking our spending, so that at the end of the month we can see like how we've been doing. So that's goal number 1. Another goal I have is to this is not gonna fit here, but I should get little bullet points. Here we go. Goal number 1. Another goal that we have is to set sinking fund goals amounts, and we kind of did that last night while we were talking. Some of them don't have like a specific goal amount, but we've set like a weekly contribution budget thing to it. So that's good. So I'm just gonna finalize that with my husband probably this week, so that I can mark that off. Our third goal is to pay off hospital debt. And the fourth and final goal for the month of May is to do unstuffing videos. I noticed that when I was doing that, I think I actually for real did it 1 month, and that was very helpful. It kept me more organized, as opposed to every few days just unstuffing my envelopes on my own. I feel like if I do it on videos, then I will stay more organized with everything, which is what I need right now. I need a hard reset as far as handling our finances and budgeting and planning and tracking and keeping track and all of that. So yeah, so I think that's it for today, guys. I covered everything. I covered our May goals, our May debt, our bills, and what the goals are for the month of May. If you have any questions or anything like that, please leave them down below. Let me know what you think. What are your goals for the month of May? I'm excited to actually have goals for the month of May. I can't remember the last time I actually set goals here with you guys. So yeah, this is gonna be a good month. I am so thankful to be back on track and everything. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I will see you guys next time for the cash stuffing. Okay, have a great day, guys. Bye.